Hello, I'm Melissa Errico, and welcome back to Out of the Dark, the Mystery of Film Noir. Tonight is the 1955 film Les Diaboliques, directed by Henri-Georges Clouzot, and it stars Simone Signoret, Vera Clouzot, Paul Meurice, and Charles Vanal. It is based on the novel She Who Was No More by Pierre Boileau and Thomas Narcejac. This is a dark tale of crime. As you will see, it has many of the elements of noir: the oppressive atmosphere of the school, the high contrast, black and white, the evocative shadows. The original text was a lesbian text in which the two lovers did away with the married woman's husband so that they could make off with his life insurance and live happily ever after. Visually, it is fascinating. I particularly want you to pay attention to the costumes. You will see an interplay between stripes and polka dots and gingham patterns. This may sound strange, but it's throughout, and many geometric designs. All of this interesting me, and I don't think any of it is incidental or merely decorative. Very much interested in costuming. I recently wrote a piece in the New York Times about costuming noir. I think it is essential, and I think it is often underrated. You'll see, for example, in Nicole's costumes, a very clean-cut and masculine look: a trench coat, a shirt dress, a pencil skirt, a cardigan, men's pajamas, and in Christine's, ultra-feminine, a trench coat but with delicate little ornate details, a gingham dress, a delicate white blouse, a long skirt, knitted wrap, a nightgown. There's a powerful reversal in this movie between traditional male and female noir characters. In some ways, Simone Signoret is the classic femme fatale, but in another way, her femininity is curbed and into what are traditionally male traits. So all of this is mixed: the black and the white, the good and the evil, the good girl, the bad girl, the male and the female. Lines are blurring everywhere here. All the classic polarities are deliberately, I think, blurred. Everyone is mutable. Everyone has a dark side. Anyone can be compromised. A quintessential film noir, but also considered something of a crossover between noir and the horror film, in the same way that Rififi for us, which we saw at the beginning of the film festival, Rififi was a crossover between noir and the heist movie, the caper movie. So a few things strike me. You will often hear critics say that there is, compare this movie to the Grand Guignol, the little theater in Paris, which was a kind of diversion where they put on extremely gory plays, over-the-top, violent plays, the Grand Guignol. Alfred Hitchcock apparently was such a fan of this movie and says that it helped inspire him to make Psycho. A few things, though, strike me also about the relationship between actors and directors. Directors, of course, always want authority, and actors autonomy. And there is always a bit of a war over that. And this is no exception. Simone Signoret was not on speaking terms with the director. After the first 8 weeks of making the movie took 16 weeks to film, and she was very frustrated. She needed to get out of her contract and get on with a stage version of The Crucible, which she had committed to. And no one would compromise, and she had to continue to do both things at once. And much has been written about the fact that she was not on speaking terms with the director, and apparently he screamed at her often, feeling that she was playing her character incorrectly. One day on the set, Clouzot said angrily, "I should never have let you read the end of the script." So lots of tension between them, but you can see her nervous energy, her nervous, attenuated performance is quite wonderful. He probably thought it was good to agitate the actress. And the other actress, Vera, was his wife. And Vera Clouzot did 3 movies in her career, and all 3 were directed by her husband. Interestingly, the movie gained much more notoriety, or even more notoriety, 5 years later, when Vera Clouzot died of a sudden heart attack at the young age of 46. And you will see that her character in the movie suffers from a weak heart. And Vera Clouzot also was the only one of the 2 actresses who knew how to drive, which will explain to you the reason why Vera Clouseau is seen doing all the driving in the movie. So you know how interested I am in music, and in this case the only music in the film is in the opening credits. There is no music. Of course, last week's movie, Elevator to the Gallows, depended so much on the music, and there's nothing here except in that very opening credits. And so in some ways, by eliminating it, you become very aware of its absence. So I hope you enjoy this movie and will enjoy the rest of the Film Noir Festival. If you're missing music, do check out our live stream concert called The Mystery Concert. I was singing here on the FIAF stage recently. Adam Gopnik was speaking about film noir and the ideas of the music of film noir, and Ted Firth playing the jazz piano like no one else. So I hope you will enjoy that on demand at fiaf.org, The Mystery Concert. So enjoy the movie tonight, and I hope you continue to enjoy the Film Noir Festival out of the dark.